Good day, and welcome to Man Crush Monday. Hey, I want to start by first of all thanking you all for watching, for liking, for sharing the various episodes that I've posted. Actually, we're up to episode 8, if you can believe it. I really am being blessed by this and ask you to continue to like, continue to share. If you know someone, another man or woman who's been blessed by the information, please continue to share it. Today, I want to start with a quote. And you've heard me mention this quote several times before. It's become part of the fabric of quotes that I've shared. And the quote goes something like this. The greatest ability is availability. I'm going to say that again. The greatest ability is availability. That just simply means one of the greatest assets you can have as a person is your ability to show up, to be there for someone else. There's a scripture in the Bible that says that Jesus called his disciples. So it doesn't say exactly how many, but it does say that he chose 12 disciples. And what did he do with those 12? I believe that he used those disciples, those who were available. God used those who were available. Not only that, but he empowered those who were available. And Peter was among those who was available. And he was a fisherman. And yet he dropped everything to follow Christ. And not only that, but Peter was empowered because of his relationship with Christ and being available. And so this week was a tremendous week for me, not just for me personally, but for me being available for my two boys. They both had life-changing experiences going on in their lives this week. My youngest son playing baseball on the field, and my oldest son actually ran a race this weekend, a double-digit mile race. First time ever he's done this. And so just watching them thrive in their element, doing something that they love to do and getting fulfillment out of it, and me participating as a parent and simply showing up and encouraging them was just a blessing for me. And so, hey, man, there are a lot of things that are happening in our lives, but the question becomes, are you available? Are you available for your children, your sons, your daughters? Because there's some men on here that maybe don't have sons, but you have daughters. Are you available? I go back to what I said earlier about, Peter. Peter was one of the ones who dropped everything and he showed up. And because he did that, he was used mightily. He was empowered because of the decision that he made. And man, I tell you, with the work week I've had, man, I had to make some decisions about being adamant in showing up for my boys. One had a game this week. And so traveling and then showing up for his game and just sitting there and really feeling like, hey, my body is tired. But just pressing past that enough to see him do some amazing things on the field with his glove and at the plate with his bat was just a blessing. And then this weekend to see my oldest son, he had trained with some other colleagues to run this race. And man, to just see his colleague, I was so blessed by a comment that his colleague sent to him before they ran the race. And his colleague basically said, man, we have already put in the work. Today, race day, is just the reward. And so, man, I was so blessed by that. The work has been done. Just think about the mornings you got up where you didn't want to. It was raining. It was cold. You didn't feel good. And yet you trained your body to perform and do what you did today in running a 10-mile run, to know that today was the reward. And I'm blessed by it because I simply showed up and got a chance to see that reward come to pass in his life. And so as you go into the work week this week, I just want to ask you a question. Are you showing up? Are you making yourself available for those who are in your circle, those you love, those you've birthed into this, we helped to birth into this world? Are you showing up for them, or are you being available? So ask yourself that. If you aren't, hey, let's make some attempts to be better at making ourselves available, because again, your greatest ability is your availability. I'm going to say it again. Your greatest ability is your availability. So show up this week. Show up big. Even if you're tired, show up anyway. Even if you may be lacking something emotionally, lacking something physically. Even for some of you who may be lacking something financially. Hey, let's make a strong attempt to be better about showing up and making ourselves available. So here we go. Man Crush Monday.